Hello everyone, I am Ashmeet Singh. With over 15 years of experience in IT, automation, consulting, and delivery, including capability building, product management, and business analysis. I have spent the last 6 to 7 years focused on driving new capabilities in the field of intelligent automation. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about robotic process automation or RPA. We will discuss the basics of RPA, exploring what it is, how it works, and why it's essential in today's business landscape. We will then examine RPA's applications across various domains, including a practical example that demonstrates its impact on everyday tasks. We will discuss the key skills required to excel in RPA, highlighting both technical and non-technical competencies. Next, we will take a look at some of the most popular RPA tools, their features, and how they are being used in the industry. To support your journey in RPA, we will share information on certifications and resources available for further learning, career opportunities that RPA expertise can unlock. And to bring everything together, we will demonstrate RPA in action with a live example of application processing. Finally, we will explore the future of RPA, including emerging trends and how RPA is increasingly integrating with AI to create more intelligent and efficient automation solutions. Now let's begin with what is RPA. RPA is a technology that allows organizations to automate tasks that are repetitive and rule based. These tasks are typically mundane and take up a significant amount of time when done manually. Robots in RPA, so basically the term RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. So the term robots in RPA, the first one, are not physical robots, but software programs that can be configured to perform tasks just like human would, such as moving files, filling out forms, and processing data. So these are some repetitive jobs or repetitive tasks which humans are doing. And probably there are a couple of other tasks which humans are doing. That is what we need to identify. So in every environment, we will first try to see and identify the repetitive tasks, and then we'll see how we can automate using RPS. But for now, I think it is very clear what is robotic process automation. Anything which can be automated using bots, and those are repetitive and rule-based tasks. Let's walk through the typical steps involved in an RPA workflow. First, we start with understanding the process. This involves mapping out the current manual steps and identifying which parts of the process can be automated. It is crucial to have a clear and detailed understanding of the process before moving forward. Next, we move to defining workflow automation. This step is about designing how the automated process will function, including the specific tasks the RPA bot will perform and the sequence in which these tasks will be executed. Once the workflow is defined, the next step is integrating with existing systems or processes. RPA tools must seamlessly connect with your current IT systems, whether it is your CRM tool, ERP, or any other software or business relies on. Basically, you're trying to automate your repetitive task. You have identified which task you are trying to automate now. You have created a workflow that in this workflow, this is how the flow happens. This is how the sequence of the steps happens, and probably the sequence number one or step number one, step number two will still be manual. The step number three, I'm going to automate using RPA. So that we will have a clear understanding once this workflow automation is created. Now, for step number three, if it is creating some information or entries into the system, then it requires an integration. So whatever system where you are trying to provide an input or trying to get the output, so how our RPA tool is going to connect with that system is through the integration which we are talking over here. So that there will be an integration of your RPA automation tool with the enterprise CRM or different tools using REST APIs or different APIs which are available. Now, after ensuring the integration is done, the automated process will work smoothly. Finally, we have workflow monitoring and optimization. So after the RPA tool is deployed, continuous monitoring is essential to ensure it operates as intended. This step involves analyzing the performance of the RPA bot and making necessary adjustments to optimize its efficiency and effectiveness over time. These steps together form the backbone of a successful RPA implementation, ensuring that the automation not only works but adds real value to your operations. So far, we have discussed about RPA. We have the understanding of what RPA is, how it is created. We have discussed the basic workflow of it, the basic steps involved. Now we will focus on the importance and benefits of RPA. The benefits or importance is in terms of the efficiency. Whatever we were doing manually is now getting automated. So there is manual intervention reduction. So whatever being done manually is going to be reduced. Efficiency, if I talk about, RPA bots can work 24 cross 7 without breaks, leading to significant efficiency gains. So you can understand, to perform one task, if you require one person, that one person can perform one task and probably taking 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour or 2 hours, whatever it is. Now you have 100 such tasks. So probably you would require 50 people, 20 people at least. But with one RPA solution, you can automate the process and it will work 24 cross 7. Now, if I talk about the accuracy, bot follows the same predefined rules without deviation. That means it reduces the risk of human errors. So it is going to perform the same thing again and again without any deviation until we change the workflow. So that repetitive task automation is going to perform at the similar level. Now, if I talk about cost saving, by automatic tasks, companies can reduce labor cost, the manual intervention cost, and operation expenses. So that way they can free up human workers to focus on higher value activities. Strategic focus. So over here, strategic focus means the routine task, the repetitive task, which humans were doing. Now RPA can work on those repetitive tasks, and the employees can engage into more creative and strategic work, contributing more towards the company's goal. RPA is a powerful tool that transforms how business operates by optimizing processes and enhancing productivity. RPA in different domains. Different domains like customer service is one of the domain. Accounting is one domain. Financial services, healthcare, human resources, supply chain management. So if you talk about finance, RPA is used to automate processes like invoice processing, where bots can capture invoice details, validate against purchase orders, and initiate payments. If we talk about healthcare, then RPA can manage patient records by extracting data from various systems and updating patient information automatically. It also helps with appointment scheduling by automating the booking process, sending reminders, and handling rescheduling requests. Now, if we look at retail, so in the retail, RPA automates order processing by extracting order details from emails, entering them into the system, and then tracking inventory levels to ensure stock is available. This reduces manual work and speed up order fulfillment. If I talk about manufacturing domain, then RPA is used in manufacturing to automate supply chain management tasks. In supply chain management, you're tracking shipments, managing inventory, and monitoring production quality will come. Bots can also handle repetitive tasks in quality control, ensuring that product meet required standards. Customer service area. So RPA can automate responses to common inquiries, managing customer tickets, providing instant resolutions, providing the status, updating certain information. In short, RPA can be applied across various industries, automating tasks that are time consuming, error prone, and repetitive, leading to improved efficiency and cost savings. Let us look at some of the RPA examples. You will be able to understand it with these examples. So if I look at finance and we talked about invoice processing or the purchase orders. So let's start with the finance industry where RPA plays a crucial role in automating invoice processing. So bots are used to capture invoice details. So there are certain invoices. In the invoices, there will be certain details. So bots will capture those invoice details and then validate them against purchase orders and automatically post them to the accounting system. This automation significantly reduces manual data entry errors and speed up the payment process, which in turn improves cash flow management. RPA can also handle large volume of invoices efficiently, ensuring payment are processed on a timely manner and minimizing the risk of late fees. The second example is human resources. In the human resources, we have the first example as employee onboarding. So you would be able to relate it when I talk about employee onboarding. So in human resources, RPA is instrumental in automating various aspects of employee onboarding. For example, bots can conduct background checks. So today the background checks are manual. However, the data is there in the system. So data of the new hire is in the system of HR, and from that it can validate and it can generate essential documents like offer letters and contracts. This automation ensures that all onboarding steps are completed quickly and consistently, providing a seamless and positive experience for new employees. By automating these tasks, HR teams can free up time to focus on strategic initiatives such as employee engagement and retention. So, with human resources as an example, probably you will be able to relate these tasks. Whenever a new employee is onboarded, there are certain background checks. Offer letter generation will be part of your employee onboarding, and couple of these tasks can also be automated utilizing RPA. Now, if we talk about customer service, in customer service, the ticket management system. So RPA enhances ticket management processes. Bots can categorize incoming customer inquiries. So whether the customer inquiry is on complaints, is on XYZ application, XYZ software, or how to issue, or any other area. So it can categorize and then assign them to the appropriate department. I will give you one basic example. Suppose you are facing a problem with your MS Teams or maybe with your Word, Excel, and if you contact Microsoft, so RPA will be able to categorize this problem, this inquiry of yours in Office 365 or Excel. Likewise, it can categorize and then assign it to the appropriate team. So suppose these issues are handled by Microsoft Office team. So the ticket can be assigned. Suppose you have sent an email. In the email, you have mentioned the query. Now RPA will pick up that email, auto categorize it, and then auto route it. So basically, it will route to the right team. So that way you will receive the resolution quickly. So mean time to resolve. So basically the time it takes to pick up that email, respond you back will minimize, and then assigning it to the right queue. So that time will minimize. And this will improve customer satisfaction because you are getting the solution quickly. Additionally, RPA can be integrated with customer relationship management systems. So it could be the CRM systems or ticketing tools. To provide agents, agent means whosoever is working on those CRM tools or those ticketing tools, it can be integrated and it can provide agents with relevant customer information, helping them resolve issues more efficiently and effectively. Now let's look at essential skills which are required for RPA. We'll start with non-technical skills. So skills like analytical thinking. Basically, RPA involves analytical thinking. Why analytical thinking is required? It's required so that you can come up with some business processes. You can identify the steps which can be automated in that process. So if you remember the workflow which we discussed initially, there we mentioned about identifying the repetitive tasks which can be automated by RPA. So how we will be able to identify that these are the repetitive tasks which can be automated through RPA? Once you have the basic understanding of RPA and you have the analytical thinking, analytical mind, you will be able to pick it up. Like, yes, these are the repetitive jobs, repetitive tasks which can be automated by RPA. Anything which can be done by humans, data entry, information fulfillment, entering the information from the customer, auto categorizing it, auto routing it. And in financial area, we looked at invoicing, invoice processing. In HR domain, we looked at onboarding. So these are some of the examples. We are not saying that RPA can only be used in these areas. These are some of the areas where RPAs are used. But you have to be analytical thinker so that you can visualize how the tasks are currently flowing. You need to understand the current process, and in the current process, which task, which item, which step I can automate. You maybe automate the entire process, or you can pick up some of the areas which can be automated through RPA. So this is very important. Analytical thinking. Process mapping. You should have the understanding on how to map out a process, which involves documenting each steps of a process in detail from start to finish to ensure that the automation is accurate and effectively done. So this skill helps in designing RPA workflows, which we also discussed in the first part, which is also part of your analytical thinking. So if you have process mapping, problem solving skills, you will be able to map the processes accurately. Then comes understanding business processes. So it is important. When I talked about the HR domain, or when I talked about the finance domain, it is important that you have basic understanding on how the invoices are processed. What are invoices? Why it is important in financial transactions or finance domain? What is employee onboarding? How it's done? What are the various steps involved in the onboarding process? Okay, so whether it is finance, HR, or customer service, understanding these departments helps in designing the RPA solution. And I will tell you that understanding these domains is not that difficult. You can quickly look at the as is processes, the current processes, and you will get the basic understanding of it. That is more than sufficient. Then comes the communication. So at least you should be effectively collaborating with the IT and the business teams. So your communication should be to that level that you are effectively collaborate. You can understand each other and you can implement RPA solutions. So there could be some non-technical skills which we highlighted. Apart from these, we also mentioned about problem solving. So if we talk about problem solving, so basically the process exceptions or bot errors, you should have strong problem solving skills. If there is any problem coming in, how will be able to solve it? While you're drawing the workflow, you should also know the scenario B. It should not always be an idle scenario. I defined the process, I defined the RPA, and RPA is able to implement it. But what if the RPA fails? There needs to be a scenario wherein you accommodate all failures, you accommodate all exceptions, you accommodate all bot errors. Your handling should be part of your workflow. Basically, this will ensure that RPA system runs smoothly and delivers the expected benefits. There are certain technical skills which are required, but basic understanding of certain languages will help, like Python, VB script, JavaScript. If you understand basic, or even when you start working on RPA, you can go through the basics of these languages. Understanding of APIs, how we will be able to integrate with the different systems. For HR system, when we talked about employee onboarding, so that employee data would be in some system. It could be Salesforce, it could be other CRM system, enterprise system. So it is important that you figure it out that I have to integrate with that system. Your RPA solution and the workflow should clearly show that in order to do this, I need to integrate with the system. Where I'm going to keep the data, where I'm going to keep that information, from where I'm fetching the information. These are the important aspects that should come up in the workflow. So I would encourage you to build your technical and non-technical skills to be successful in the field of RPA. While the technical skills are important for creating and managing bots, but non-technical skills are equally important for ensuring that the bots are effectively integrated into the business process. Let's move on, wherein we will talk about the popular RPA tools and some use cases with those RPA tools. So there are certain tools, the first one being UiPath. UiPath is one of the most popular RPA tools. And why it's popular? Because it is user friendly. It has a user friendly interface. You can Google UiPath and you will see the interface of it. That interface allows even non-programmers to build automation workflows. So now you can think, while we were discussing about the technical skill set, with the tools like UiPath, you can design the workflow in a low code, no code environment. LCNC means L is low. That means your coding skills, minimal coding skills can help you design it. Or no code. Even if you have zero coding experience, you can define or build the automation workflows. There are large community in UiPath. If you go Google it, Google UiPath, I will also share links. They provide certain courses for free. You can go through those courses. You can join their community. In the community, they share knowledge and resources, which makes very easy and convenient for beginners to learn and implement RPA. The next one being Automation Anywhere. It is known for its scalability, making it suitable for both small businesses as well as large enterprises. And it offers advanced features like cognitive automation. With cognitive automation, it allows bots to handle unstructured data and makes decisions based on the AI models. Today, it's not essential that you will always have structured data. There are enterprises wherein you will have unstructured data also. So it is important to figure out which tool can help me for the kind of automation or the solution I'm looking for. Like for UiPath, in UiPath, we saw that it has a community and it offers certain set of courses. Learning is free. Even in Automation Anywhere, the learning is free. So I strongly recommend go to UiPath, go to Automation Anywhere. The next one being Blue Prism. Go to that website, explore, learn, understand, and then start building the solution. So Blue Prism is an enterprise grade RPA platform, and it's known for its strong security and compliance features. It's widely used in industries that require strict data security, such as finance, healthcare. There you can utilize Blue Prism. Now in the list, we have Microsoft Power Automate. It is integrated with the Microsoft ecosystem. And it's a natural choice for the organization where we already have Office 365, Dynamics 365, and Azure. So customers, people will prefer Microsoft Power Automate. And it is user friendly, accessible for those who are familiar with Microsoft products. Now, if I talk about the features and the use cases, when I talked about the low code, no code environment, basically that means it has a drag and drop functionality, which allows users to build automation workflows visually without even writing a code. You don't even have to write a code. In your schooling or university, from wherever you are graduated or you are going to be graduate, there you would have learned and you would have created flowcharts. Similar to that, with their UI user interface, you can create simple flowcharts. At the back end, the coding is automatically done. You do not have to worry about it. You just need to create flow. We will look at it. We will look at one of the interface. Tools can easily integrate with these low code, no code environment. The wide range of applications can be integrated. From your Excel to your customer relationship management systems, you can automate different software platforms. Okay, it supports human in the loop and unintended fully automated processes. The flexibility is there, which allows organizations to automate a variety of processes based on their specific needs. Again, I would encourage you to explore these tools. Go to UiPath website, go to Automation Anywhere, go to Blue Prism, go to Microsoft Power Automate. They offer free trials or the community editions, which helps you get the hands-on experience with RPA. RPAs are not that difficult to learn, especially when we have so many resources available, so much of data, learning information available. All these tools are providing that all kind of learning, certifications also. Now let us look at one of the low code, no code environment. So here, if you look at it, we are doing a drag and drop. We started the task, then there are certain linkages which are created. In the similar way, you can automate the processes. It's not that difficult. Now let's take a look at some of the key certifications available in the RPA field. First, we have the UiPath certified RPA associate. This certification is perfect for beginners who are just starting out with RPA. It covers the foundational knowledge needed to work with UiPath and is an excellent entry point for those looking to build a career in automation. So you can start with this. This is entry level certification for RPA beginners. The course module, the learning, everything will be available on UiPath. I have given the link of that platform. This is the link on the right. You can see. This is the link for UiPath. So first, as an entry point, you do UiPath certification. Next is the Automation Anywhere. So this is the advanced RPA professional certification. So as the name suggests, this certification focuses on advanced automation skills. So once you have understood the basics and you are certified UiPath associate, you can go ahead with Automation Anywhere. It's designed for professionals who already have some experience with RPA, some understanding hands-on, and want to deepen their expertise. The platform will be purely Automation Anywhere platform. This is the path which you can follow and you can learn. Courses are free. You can learn very easily. Low code, no code environment is there. Even if you have minimal or no knowledge, you can still work on it. Lastly, there is Blue Prism. Blue Prism Developer Certification. This one is for those who are looking to specialize in Blue Prism RPA platform. It recognizes your ability to design and build effective automation solutions using Blue Prism, making it valuable credential for professionals working with these tools. Now, Each of these certifications offers a unique path to advancing your career in RPA, depending on the platform you choose to focus on and your current level of experience. In some of the organizations, some of the companies, they may have UiPath as a platform. They may have taken the license for UiPath. In some, it would be Automation Anywhere. In others, it could be Blue Prism or Power Automate from Microsoft. Now coming to the learning path and the resources. So we will talk about the steps to get started with RPA. The very first step is understand the basics. You need to know what is RPA. We covered a bit of it, but you will see the advanced version in the links which we have shared, like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism. So strongly recommend to go through it. You need to have the foundational knowledge, which will help in grasping more advanced concepts later on. Then explore RPA tools. First, you have the basic understanding. Now, this is the time when you can explore the RPA tools like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, or Microsoft Power Automate. These platforms offer free trials or community editions, which will help you to experiment and build simple automation flows, workflows without any cost. Then the next one is the hands-on practice. It is very important that you do the hands-on practice and build simple workflows such as automating data entry or email processing. You can create your own data and then using these platforms, try to enter that data automatically. This will help reinforce whatever you have learned and give you a better understanding of on how RPA works in real world scenarios. Then comes your advanced learning. Once the basics are understood, you can proceed with the advanced learning. Advanced features like handling exceptions. You remember we talked in the initial, I think few slides back, we talked about handling exceptions, the error handling, using APIs, integrating RPAs and other technologies like AI and machine learning. These advanced skills will differentiate you in the job market. Then the last one is to get certified. I would strongly encourage you to pursue certifications once you have the understanding, you have explored the RPA tools, you have done hands-on practice, you have moved to the advanced learning. Now it's time to do the certification. From the platforms like UiPath, suppose you have learned from UiPath, you have created the workflows, you had the hands-on, now you can go ahead with the certification. Or if it is Automation Anywhere, then go ahead and do that. You can also refer to certain online courses. Though I would suggest these courses should suffice, they provide free learning, but still if you want, you can refer to YouTube, LinkedIn, Coursera, Udemy. They provide a lot of courses. Comprehensive courses are there on RPA. You can explore and you can enroll and you can start working with that. From beginner to advanced levels, courses are there. These courses are sometimes self-paced, sometimes students can learn on their own speed. And then there are certain documentations and blogs available. Again and again, we are emphasizing on the communities offered by UiPath. There is UiPath Academy, Automation Anywhere University, Blue Prism, and different RPA blogs. So join these community forums and get benefited. These forums will also provide you a space to ask questions, share your knowledge, connect with other RPA learners and professionals. Wherever you are stuck, you can ask queries. You can get help. Engage with the communities so that they can provide you support and help you with your inspirations, with your learning. Moving ahead with the benefits. So far, we discussed about RPA, we discussed about the path, we discussed about the workflow, discussed about the certifications. We covered different areas. Definitely, there is a benefit in your career advancement. There is a benefit in your skill development. When we talked about the analytical skills, problem solving skills, these areas you can use in different domains. So it's important to build these skills. The knowledge, the skill will help you wherever, whichever career path you are taking. Future proofing your career. It will help you to perform your digital transformation journey, adapt to transformation trends in the workforce, and the opportunities for continuous learning and upskilling. Let us look at the demo of
Insurers
RPA.
continue to be bedeviled by paper-driven processes. Digitalization has helped, but many forms are still filled out in print, scanned, and saved as PDFs, and submitted through email to operations teams. The manual tasks of processing and indexing the information, as well as entering and archiving application data, results in many challenges, including an increased amount of manual effort, longer processing time, and greater risk of errors in the data. Let's take a closer look at the life insurance application process. With Robotic Process Automation, insurers can digitalize the insurance application processing, even when those processes include offline submissions and legacy backend platforms. We start with a UiPath unattended robot, whose responsibility is to continuously monitor incoming email for new application requests. When an email arrives, the UiPath robot opens the email. It can read the email and recognize a submission request for a new insurance application. UiPath's robot opens the attached application form and scans the information in the PDF using optical character recognition, also known as OCR. Once the robot extracts the information from the form, the robot then opens the policy administration system and it inputs all the necessary information into the system, officially submitting the application. Now that the application is submitted, the robot pulls the application number and emails the customer, informing them that their application has been processed. With UiPath, the insurer has reduced the application process's manual work, decreased processing time, and minimized error. This not only improves efficiency, but improves the customer experience as well.
So, like what we have seen in this demo, I will give you one other example. So, suppose you have sent an email with your details like your name, your location, your career or educational qualifications, your skill set. There is an HR data or there is an HR system. The RPA can pick up these details from your email and enter in the relevant fields the way it is been shown in the demo. So RPA can pick up the fields, your name, and will put it in the name field. Will pick up your educational qualification, will put it in the qualification field in that portal of that website. can pick up your skill set and will put it in the website. That way it can create a database of each and every employee with the qualifications. The entries which was meant to be done by human can be done by RPA. So no human intervention required in simple data entry requirements. At the end, it can submit it and it can provide you a number. Suppose you have a complaint with XYZ product. You sent an email to that company. The company responded back asking for few details like the screenshot of the error or the images of the product, the manufacturing date, the city, location, a couple of other details, probably a barcode or few numbers which are specific for that product. You sent all those details back, responded back to that email. Now RPA can pick up all these details and keep it in the database or the CRM tool or the ticketing tool and then provide you a ticket number. RPA can also look at the image content. Like in this case, PDF was uploaded or an image was uploaded. So RPA can read to that using OCR. OCR is optical character recognition. So the characters it can recognize using optical character recognition system. So that is OCR. So RPA has that capability to understand, recognize the characters and can enter the details into the system. So that is what we and where we need the analytical thinking. We need to understand the current flow, how the flow is happening. Like in this case, your current flow would be email would have been sent, that there is a data, there is a form. So someone manually picking up the information and putting it into the system. So that manual job is getting fulfilled or automated using RPA. Now let's look at the future of RPA. So when we talk about the trends in RPA, the first one being integration with AI. So RPA involves closure integration with AI technologies and handles rule-based tasks. AI can manage tasks requiring cognitive abilities such as understanding natural language. So how we are understanding each other, because we have cognitive intelligence, we have the brain, but for the systems, automation tools, they does not have the human brain to make them understand. Natural language is being used, cognitive abilities is being used. The AI technology which we are talking about, it's artificial intelligence. It's not human intelligence, artificially being created for the machines, for the bots, which will help them to take certain decisions based on the complex data. This combination of RPA with AI allows organizations to automate more sophisticated processes. So this is the future of RPA. The next one being hyper automation. So what is hyper automation? It refers to the use of multiple automation tools and technologies. So when we talk about multiple automation tools, it could be your RPA, combination of RPA and artificial intelligence and machine learning, process mining. So different automation solutions can combine, can club to provide an automation landscape to the entire business processes from start to finish, start to end. This approach goes beyond simple automation, enabling organizations to achieve higher level of efficiency and agility. The next one being citizen developers. What does that mean? What is citizen developers? The rise of citizen developers, that means non-technical users. These non-technical users can now create and deploy automations using low code and no code platform. We saw in the demo also. We have not created a coding. We have not written any coding over there. What we did? Drag and drop. We created a flow on a low code, no code environment. There was a user interface wherein we created, you remember, start, and then there were certain tasks which we created, simple drag and drop. So that is the rise of citizen developers. This trend allows more employees to participate in automation initiatives. You need not to be a technical person. You need not be someone who has expertise in technical area. It's just that you should have an interest, you should have analytical mindset, you should have a problem solving skills. And the forums which we shared, you can go ahead and start working on it. Then comes opportunities for growth. What are the opportunities? You will be able to expand use cases. So RPA is being applied to new areas now. Traditional ones were back office functions. But I will give you an example. RPA is now being used in supply chain management to automate inventory tracking, and in customer service also to manage inquiries and support tickets. This expansion of use cases presents new opportunities for those skilled in RPA. Then comes your continuous learning. There is a need of continuous learning in the fast evolving field of RPA. So you should know about AI integrations. You should pursue advanced certifications, which we discussed, provided by different vendors like Automation Anywhere, UiPath, and Blue Prism. The career evolution. So initially, RPA jobs focused on developing and deploying bots. However, now as organizations getting matured in the automation journey, these roles are expanding to include strategic responsibilities such as process analysis, automation governance, innovation leadership. So this evolution offers new career paths for those interested in RPA. Hope you understood about RPA, the basics of RPA, the workflow, how it can help you better, and strongly recommend to go through UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, start evolving, start utilizing those forums, communities, increase your knowledge and wisdom, and start using your knowledge by creating certain automation solutions. Thank you. Hopefully we will meet in next session on some of the automation solutions. Thank you and all the best.